Hello guys, hello guys, hello guys, and welcome to another one of my Money Tree City videos here while the Make Sound by Spew featuring Budobo is running in the background, one of my favorite free tracks right now. Anyway guys, with that said and done, let's dig into Money Tree City. The video here is pretty much us moving towards, no I'm kidding, moving to level 12 from level 11. As you can see, I had another break while playing, still pretty much on day 1. Game wise, you can see the ingot hinge there is still not completed. So first things, you're raking in the easy pants stuff and then starting to upgrade the bank, because that's like loads of experience points, and it is also loads of passive money, and that's a good thing. So I ran out of bucks here pretty early, and that's what happened. So 15 hours left on the ingot hinge, and I placed that like as soon as I could in the game, but it was midnight, so I'm moving into day 2 here. So I started playing like say Friday or Saturday midday, and then now it is midnight, meaning that I've been playing for it's like 12-13 hours since I started playing. But anyway, our yacht is now complete, and that is like massive power up. Look at the experience points as we complete that. 734. Boom. Yeah, 734. Come on. 1034. It's like 300 experience points, like crazy. Huge boost in terms of the level progression, like crazy. 300 experience points, that's the stuff that you want to see. So getting that was like, oh, I'm almost done with this level now. That was amazing. And obviously these structures, the further we get in the game, they give you more experience points when they're complete, but they also give you more experience points each time you grab the money from them. So a little bit of money won there, not really that much, but it all helps. Yes, it does. I mean, I just want to see apples. Give me apples, apples, apples. I don't care about the gems, not right now anyway. I haven't found a good use for them. I know there are like these gem themed structures. I don't like spending my gems like that, and before knowing how the game changes, how it is end game wise, I don't want to be spending my gems. So bank leveled up, so freebie experience points coming, well not freebie because they have been pretty expensive. Just about 1.5 level left on the bank before we can grab the experience points for reaching level 20 and getting that very nice looking golden bank. So I'm tapping for like, yeah, 1 minute and 15 seconds is what my statistical data says here in the speeded up tapping session, where I do 813 taps. Just a little bit of mojo money, raking in, most importantly at this point in the game, the experience points, but also the money. Going back to the bank, and yeah, boom, level 20. So 1056 experience points, bank build up there, 1095. So the amount of experience you get at level 20 for the bank is like nothing in comparison to placing the yacht, but that's also a one-off. But you do get it on every single one of them you play, so that's like really nice. But like the experience that I can get from upgrading buildings at this point is that's best case scenario. So that's like what I have to do. I can wait 13 hours for the ingot hinge to be completed, or I can upgrade my structures. Yeah. So I'm trying to crush it. So really tapping, upgrading throughout every single level, just trying to reach the end game as fast as I can by playing it actively without spending my diamonds, without spending money, you know, all that stuff. So just really tapping, and I do a bit of tapping every once in a while. If you have seen the videos, you may have noticed it. It's like just here and there really. So the money on those, like 300 bucks, it doesn't really help with the stars. Really, they really help. So closing on having another golden bank, and that's nice. And I really like how they look. I really like it. So almost 100,000 in a tapping spree here, 1 minute 18 seconds, and I'm tapping a lot, and that is why my focus each time I'm able to upgrade the money tree is upgrading the money tree, because I just go back and I tap the money. And if I had still been at the 38 points per tap, but my buildings had been upgraded, I wouldn't have been able to progress this fast in this short amount of time. It may not seem like a short amount of time because I've been playing it very actively, so it's a lot of time put into the game. But we're still in like, this is still my day one of gaming, and it is in that scope I'm talking about fast progression. It's not in terms of the amount of time you put into it, because obviously the more passively you play the game, the more money you get per minute, kinda. So it's if you open it 16 times, 60 times, you know, and just grab all the money and luck out. So when you have had an hour, you have been like raking in money. Whereas when I tap for an hour, it's like nothing in comparison to that. So of course it's a better deal to go passive on the game, but I really wanted to experience the end game here, so that is why I'm just like crushing it, putting in so much time, so much pain and suffering on my fingers. It's like unbearable to think about. My fingers are still hurting. I'm still playing the game, and it's like more than a week ago, so it's like really crazy. So this is so hardcore. I can understand if people jump away from the game, because this is not a tapping game for everybody. This is only for those that really mean business. But that's another thing entirely. It's always nice to like, I'm one of the hardcore players. That's how I feel about this game. The people that stick with this game and play it, like some people would like have a more negative view on it, but I really think it's that's crushing it. That's like really crushing it. So tapping in another 90,000 here so that I can upgrade once more. And as you can see, we're like just 300 stars from hitting the next level. And that's good. Yes, it is. It's like really good. But 300 stars is a lot if you don't have anything to do with them. But the only thing you can do is to tap on the structures to get the stars every once in a while. As you can see, my luxury car store, it's capped. My bistros are capped. My banks are now capped. They are level 20. Oprah Winfrey's mansion, I can do that. It's 50,000 on each. So we're talking 200,000 for one level. But besides that, I'm pretty capped. I have once again reached the point where I'm not like ahead of the game, but my options are very limited. So yeah, raking in these, as you can see, it's like 3 stars, 3 experience points, 2 experience points on those, 1 on those. It's 100 times I need to pull that routine in order to level up. So it's like, okay, take a break, got some money, what to do? Well, how do I most efficiently move forward from this position? Because either I need to tap for loads of money and upgrade the expensive money gardener, or I just passively take the routine and take the casual path towards progression. But I decided to just crush it, just tap myself further. I had this small idea that perhaps once I got something like the Ingot Henge, it might actually be a reset feature. Stuff like that is what I was thinking in the start, even though I could see in the shop that it was just a 10% boost. I had this idea that something amazing would happen when I got that, so I really wanted to try to get as much down before it was completed. I'm not sure why I set that kind of goal for myself. It's like completely silly, and there is no reason behind it. Oh well, there is a reason behind it, but nothing that you need to copy, because completing that structure doesn't really help you that much. It's a 10% boost to your income structures, so it's like nothing really, and the experience rewards for inaugurating it is also nothing, and you cannot upgrade it, so it's not that interesting. You wait a full day for it and you get pretty much nothing. But that's just like a bit, that's how I view on it. That's like my thoughts on the efficiency of the Ingot Henge. You guys may like completely disagree. I see that if you combine it with some of the ones you get that cost gems, then you can like really boost your progression. But I'm hoarding my gems. I'm keeping them until I know more about the game, especially the end game, so that I know if it's like worth it to spend them early on, to boost your progression, because obviously if you have 10-20% additional income throughout the game, it's going to be like a cumulative increase in your growth. So that's also a good thing, right? So, but I'm learning, and like as I get more insight into the game, I'm gonna be sharing it. But right now it's just really tapping, getting money, upgrading. I'm at 1430, you know, it's like we're so close to level 12, but at the same time we're like so far away. It's pretty crazy really that the game has changed to the point where such a small amount on the experience bar, if you don't have a building that you can complete or where you can hit level 10 or level 20, it's like, well, that's hours of claiming small stars. So you really want to make sure that your structures are being constructed as soon as you have them, because the construction time also increase. It becomes like days and stuff like that in the end. Not for the commerce buildings, mostly really for the money gardeners. The commerce buildings get a bit long, but nothing compared to the money gardeners. But so just make sure that whenever you get a new structure, like place that as soon as you can. So continuing with my tapping routine, getting those 90,000, tapping on the structures. And at this point here in the level, I'm starting to think about, do I really want to level up the mansion? Is that really what I want to do? I'm expecting that on level 12 I will be allowed to build new stuff, and that costs money. So is it smarter for me to have the remaining like 90 experience stars during this period? Is it smarter for me to wait with the mansion and hoard up the money so that I can place the new structures as fast as possible? Or should I just, go with the flow and complete the mansion and get the experience points? So I'm like, it's a tough one, right? Because it's also additional passive income you're getting if you're boosting it up. But if you get a new structure and it takes a few hours, then it's also nice to get that one placed really fast. I know I can't upgrade the money tree until my city is level 14, so that is not really something I need to consider. Almost 400,000 to level up Ofra Winfrey's mansion to level 10. That's like a lot of money, like huge amount. So is it better for me to have these 400,000 to burn as we hit level 12 so that I can like place all the new stuff that arrives? I have other buildings that are really capped so that I cannot upgrade them more. Is it wiser to spend them there? That's like those were the thoughts I had going on. And it's really hard the first time you play a game and you don't know like what's coming. How can my city benefit from the new things that are coming compared to the upgrades? And that is why I'm trying to make these recordings also with like statistical information available, so you can see when you complete a building how much experience points does it give you, how much does it cost to upgrade each tier of it, and how does that affect the income on it. I can see here 89,000. You're gonna be putting in 400,000 on that, and it's gonna give you like a little bit more every once in a while. But if you're gonna be playing this game like for a month or two, then it's gonna be a huge profit. But right now it's like, whoa, that's expensive. For what? What was it I was getting out of it? Exactly. So what I decided to do was, instead of spending the money, I just like hold on to it, and then as soon as I hit the level, which I'm doing now, I could like decide, is it smarter to upgrade or is it smarter to place one of the new buildings? So I figured that was like the right way to go by it really. But guys, that was hitting level 12 here in Money Tree City. Whoops, wrong place guys. And yeah, coming up next is going to be looking at what we can do in level 12, what new options we get, and how it affects the game. Also, whether or not I'm going to be upgrading the mansion or using all that money to do other things. As always guys, thank you very much for watching.